someone asked me to. And I'm going to quick share my screen. Okay, and it's going to work this time. And if it doesn't, someone's going to yell at me right away, right? Are you kidding me?
Yes, we will.
Yeah, except my computer won't let me go to like Team Beachbody without like clearing my history every time.
Does it just give you like a white page?
It says like unable to redirect.
Hmm.
And so then I have to clear my history and then I get signed out of everything, which was why I was late to creating the Zoom link. You know. Okay. Well, there were some suggestions for tonight's team call, and they were free groups and summit, and I thought we could actually probably talk about them both. So we're going to start with free groups and kind of an idea for a plan going forward. My plan for the future is to continue to be a part of clean eating groups, but maybe not such a big part. I still think they're a good way for new coaches or coaches who haven't found their niche group. It's a group that offers a lot of value, so I think we should still do them. I think possibly shortening them up, especially for summer and having them end on a Thursday, would be a good plan. But I would like to just spend like some time getting everything over into the files. Like I have a ton of stuff on my computer that isn't in Google Drive yet as far as like meal plans and guides, and I've kind of just not put them in the files because they're super disorganized and I didn't want anyone else to go through it, but I would kind of like to like be more hands off on like running the clean eating groups. Like I would still help post and add a few people, but I'm not going to probably be adding the 40, 50 people I have been in the past, because I want to try to do what Sarah Try suggested at the BYL conference and offering a free group to my niche market in the first week of every month and making it really short, but only offering one piece of value. And so what she suggested was making a list of everything you offer in a paid group and thinking about one thing that you could offer in a free group. So that way you're not giving them everything. Like our clean eating groups offer so much. There's a good chance that by the end of our 5 days, people are like, oh, I kind of got this down. So we need people to like see that there's a gap and that they're still missing some like key things. So they should work with us for longer. And then also I totally agree that by having them end on a Friday or Saturday, it's too long because by the time we go to do that call to action post and invite them to our paid group, everyone's like already peace out. And so like the suggestion was instead like to end on, make it like a 3 to 4 day group, and then also to be going live every evening in the group with some valuable content that would relate to whatever your topic of your free group is. And that way you're getting to practice going live inside a group rather just on Facebook. And that's something I totally have been shying away from. And so I think that for me to go live in a group and offer tips, I would be much more comfortable. And so then she suggested like what you say is, okay, now you nailed meal prep, or now you nailed adding in 10 minutes of fitness into your day, or whatever your group is about. You're feeling better. Here's what you need to do to continue to make progress and feel even better. And then lead into invite into a paid group. She suggested also just advertising for a free group at least 1 week before you begin your posts in your group, and then providing a link to join in your social media posts. So that way people can they don't have to like message you back. You can just have them join, and then you can approve them joining so that you know they're actually there. And then keeping your like marketing posts about it, your call to action posts, like 2 to 3 times before the group. But then this is the part that I've tried to, like, I always did way more than that. I would try to at least start posting about a group like 2 to 3 weeks out, and I would post every other day at like different times throughout the day. So like Monday I would post at 6 a.m., Wednesday I'd post at noon, Friday I'd post at 6 p.m., Sunday I'd post at 9 p.m. So I'd hit like different days and different times. But then when I did go back and look at my like photos in my Facebook, it was like all posts about clean eating groups or all posts about paid fitness groups. And it kind of, I realized maybe kind of like desperate or salesy. So she recommended keeping it to just 2 to 3 posts like that, but then reference that group in every other post you have leading up to that. So I'm doing more of a soft sale than a hard sale. And so I've been doing that this week, and all my fitness posts, I have been referencing the Summer Bodies Are Made Now group. Even if it's not like a group, just or post specifically about that group. So I'm interested to see how that will work out. And then I know if you were on, the call that we did, or I did after the Building Your Legacy conference, we talked about the free to paid client funnel. And so I just included that in here because I'll post these so you can have these notes. But I have used this for the last 2 clean eating groups, and that's where I'm inviting my people from. And I'm having a lot more conversations that way by like sticking to like a cutoff date and actually having a list of people to go from. A lot of times, like the clean eating group would get so crazy at the end and people would just flake out. I would almost lose my energy too. And then I would just bail on inviting them, which is silly. Like the reason we should do a free group is 1, to offer value, and 2, to fill our paid groups. And so like the conversations I've been having with those people have been going really well by following this. And so that is what I'm going to continue to do to fill my paid groups. And then Jen suggested just coming up with some ideas of like types of free groups. So like we have our clean eating groups. Sarah Try mentioned like a prep group, like just it'd be like a couple of days of just showing people how to meal prep. I know in the files there's a 4-day refocus that like Team Impact and Team 2.1 do. It's more of like a detox group. We have our free fitness groups. I know Jen's done a water group before. We've done like sugar-free weeks, like around Halloween or Easter. And then in the drive, I could already think of that there's cleaning weeks and meal plans. There's squat weeks. There's candy busters. I know there's like a week for moms. I don't know. I was kind of blanking when I did this. Can you think of any others, guys?
I think like abs crunches was another one.
That's
like
okay.
I don't know if it's in the drive though.
Oh, okay.
But I mean, it could be.
That's part
of the one in Team Hope.
Maybe. I know there's one also as part of like that. We did that Moms on a Mission last spring. So there's like workouts you can do with your kids.
Yeah.
But it was hard for me to come up with a list for that because we're starting to reach different people the more we're in this, and that's why like I don't want to go away from clean eating groups completely, especially since I know our summer grilling ones are like huge. And last year it really worked well, like to do those, like here's just the main meal and then here's 2 salads you could use throughout the week or whatever. I know we got like a lot of good response on those, but I think like ending them on a Friday is almost silly. Because how many times on Friday is it just us?
Yeah.
And so maybe that's what I would like to start for May. And then those of us that are ready to just start running those groups just for our niche, but I still would like to have the clean eating groups for like the newer coaches, because I think it's something that's easy for them to invite to.
So do they suggest like for your new coaches that want to work, like I have 2 of them that are wanting to start something up like this. Like when I started, that's what I started with, was a squat group, just to kind of gain some traction. So they suggest not doing that anymore and just inviting to clean eating groups right away to start, or does it really matter?
I don't think it matters. I know like Val and I had talked last year that we just didn't feel like the squat group was almost like enough. And then I've heard like Anna say like groups like that are only working one body part are like not safe. I don't know. If you're doing like a trillion squats in a week, and if you're not using proper form, I mean, there may be an element to that. I don't know. No, it was more just like, I think we almost offer too much in a clean eating week. Like there's so much value, which I like showing people the aspect of how a challenge group works. I like it because it mirrors a challenge group. Then people really do know what to expect. So I think even just shortening those up. And no, they didn't say anything about like new coaches. Like everyone does things so differently. Like our team is like super unique that we do things together like this. I would say almost like rare. But I think it works for us and it cuts down on a lot of workload. So I don't know, but like I think like you guys have better luck with people joining free fitness groups. So people might be more willing to hop on something like that, Jen.
Okay.
I don't know, like I have a hard time filling a free fitness group, but I don't have a hard time filling a clean eating group. I don't know why that is, because I would much rather work out than eat good. I don't know. So I know it's weird.
Well, I think we're going to try it. I mean,
Yeah.
see how it goes.
Well, and that's the thing with like something like that. It's not a huge amount of work either, which is why it might be nice for them too. I also like, and it was my plan this week before Easter, the week of Easter to do it, was posting those jelly bean workouts on my Facebook page and like getting people to do it along with me, like you did with the water, Jen, like outside of a group or whatever. But I forgot. So, oh well. Okay. I'm going to go back to sharing my screen. So that was just a little bit on free groups. Okay. Now Jen brought up the idea of talking about Summit, and I thought that was a good idea, especially coming off Super Saturday, and I think our team generated a bunch of energy. It was super fun. Whoa. I had a great time. It was seriously one of the best days in my life, aside from like getting married and becoming a mom. So I thank you all for being there, but I just wanted to like have it written somewhere, like our plans or what I'm doing. So flying out of Bismarck on the 12th at 3:20 and coming back on the 17th at 8 a.m. And then I included like the Summit website. This next PDF is it'll explain to you like when it comes May time for May 10th, how to select your workout and your track and something else.
Hey, Lindy.
Yeah.
That flight going out of Bismarck changed to 1:55.
Okay. I didn't get an email. That's weird.
That is weird.
Okay. There's something else we pick. I don't know what. Okay. And then Summit has like a Facebook event. And then the second event is all the team impact. So like our uplines. has a Facebook page, and then that's where they'll give information on the team party that's usually Friday night. Okay, so track selection, how that will work is either like Annie or Lauren from our upline will suggest like which track to select, and they're all the same. It's just a matter of if you'll be in the same workshops as your teammates. And so like we'll let you know that on the team page or whatever, but like I will be able to pick my track on May 3rd because of like how long I've been in Success Club. And then general registration is May 10th. And so you get an email link and you'll just go in and pick your workout and what track, and then probably add on a shuttle pass for like $10 so that you can ride the shuttle instead of like walking everywhere. So it's pretty easy. I finally remembered the name of the hotel and I included the link there. It's the Ace Hotel, and it's like right outside the French Quarters. And then I just made a rundown for those of you who haven't been there, kind of what the days look like. So Thursday morning we'll register, we'll go to the Core, which is the like Beachbody store. It's crazy, amazing. That's when they like bring out all their new workout clothes. And then that evening we'll go to the opening session. And then Friday, they're doing things a little different this year. Last year the workout was on Thursday, I think. But Friday morning at 6 a.m. is all of the celebrity workouts. So you have one to choose from. There'll be general session, and there's 3 speakers this year. And then that evening, there's the leadership ladder party for those that qualify, and I'm pushing for that. Like last year, Val qualified and brought me. And so we went to Billy Idol. And then there's the Success Club party, which was also there. And so the difference was like Stacy and Gretchen were like in the stands at the concert, and like Val and I were like on the floor. And then we got to go like back into like a party where they had appetizers and like corporate, and the trainers were walking around. And then also that night is Lauren will throw the Team Impact party, probably like at a bar or something. Close to the location. I know she's already planning it. And then Saturday morning at 6 is the super workout, general sessions and workshops, and then that night the celebration. And I just included like the 3 main speakers. If you don't know who they are, follow them on social media. Brendan Burchard, I listen to his podcast all the time. It's The Charge Life. Darren Hardy is the author of The Compound Effect, and then obviously Chalene Johnson. She is an amazing speaker. And then the workshops alone, there's so many top coaches. Like I go through my summit notes all the time, but like Darren O'Lean is the formulator of Shakeology, and then pretty much all the rest of those coaches are either top 10 coaches currently or they have been in the past. And then the 6 super trainers that you would get to pick from, Shaun T is doing like just a mix of his workouts. Tony Horton is doing 22-minute hardcore. I think, I'm not sure what it said Autumn was doing. Joel and Jericho obviously doing Quarter Force. Chris Downing doing the new Shift Shop. And then I don't remember what it said Chalene was doing. Maybe like Chalene, Shaun T, and Autumn were like a hybrid, I think. So I just wanted to include some pictures, kind of just show you like the energy of Summit. And so this is 2015, and that year it was smaller, so you got to pick 2 trainer workouts, but just to show you like how close we actually were to the trainers. Super fun. And then this picture on the left was taken in the Core. So they have all these like cool props. So these were like when the year the Boost came out, like life-size Boosts. And then like Darren O'Lean, the formulator of Shakeology, was just like standing there and you could get your picture taken by him. And then one of the best parts of Summit is meeting coaches who you've connected with on Facebook and been in groups with, but you've never met. So this was at the Team Impact party, and I actually got to meet Annie for the first time. And then last year, where the other gals all stayed was kind of where all the super trainers were staying. And so Dina and Kristen just like ran into Chalene Johnson in the hotel. just like we ran into Carl and I had no words. But then Val and I saw him later at the leadership ladder party. Last year I did the Sagi workout and was like right on stage. And the thing is, after the workout, like it's not just a workout, then after it, they do like a motivational talk, which is pretty cool. I was talking to Jen Hansen about the super workout, and it's pretty gross because you're working out on the street. And it is so packed, like unless you're really going to bring like a workout mat, you're probably not going to get like a great workout in because they have you pretty packed in there. But it's something just to see. And then all along Broadway, they had like big monitors so that you could actually see the trainers because we were like blocks away from them. Some of these pictures are taken in the core. This left one is. They just have like cutouts of all the trainers and props everywhere. And then they have like a lot of different photo booths in the convention center, like of this giant golden scoop and other things. I like this picture just because it kind of shows like the energy of the big general session and the celebration evenings. And here's some team pictures. We also try to have time for a little bit of fun. Last year we found a taco place and had quite a few margaritas at this taco bar. And I just hope that a lot of you guys get to experience it with all of us this year. So I don't know, I kind of just tried to pick some highlights. Stacy, do you have anything to share?
I don't know, you pretty much nailed it all. It's one of those things where unless you're there, kind of hard to get the feeling. I mean, when you're there, it's totally different. And being surrounded by thousands and thousands of people from all walks of life that have so many different stories and so many different transformations. It's amazing. So, inspiration all around.
Like the first year I went, one of my favorite parts was I kind of went going thinking I was going to feel kind of inadequate because I wasn't at my goal weight or I didn't have this like beach body. And then I got there and I realized like everyone was on different parts of their journey. Some people like had just started. Some people did have a beach body, but it did not matter. Like I spent hours obsessing about what to pack and I bought all new clothes and it was so ridiculous because I didn't wear any of it or hardly any of it. And no one cares. Like there'll be people at the celebration or at the impact party in workout clothes. And then there'll be people there like in fancy dresses. And no one cares. Like it's whatever you are comfortable with. And there's very few places I know you can go to and that's like okay and actually accepted and embraced. That was one cool thing. And two was the first year I went, how much it changed my business. And I talk about this to this day. It was the thing that made people see I was serious. And I actually had people messaging me while I was sitting in the workshops, like talking about, oh, I want to be with you next year. And I was talking to Dina about that on the way to Tulsa, and she's like, I didn't have that. She said, I thought it was going to be this huge game changer, and it wasn't. And then we talked about the difference and what we did. And she said, Lindy, you used it to your advantage. She said, I just went and I thought business is just going to fly at me. And we had talked about what I did. And while I was there, like I was messaging my clients, like if I knew someone was like a huge Tony Horton fan and I saw a cutout with them, like I took a picture and I sent it to them. I'm like, oh, hey, like, I know you love Tony. Hi from Nashville or whatever. And I just made people feel like part of the process. And because I truly do want them there with me. Like the first year I was there, it was just me. Last year there was 3 of us. My goal for this year was 9 of us. Not because like I win some award for it or something, but like it was life-changing and I want others to experience that too. So those were kind of like my biggest takeaways from Summit, but that's weird. Now I'm going to check my email. I wonder why. I mean, it doesn't matter to me, but I wonder why I didn't get
an email either. About the flight?
Anyways, does anyone have any summit questions? Okay, I'll put the recording and the presentation in the files. Yeah.
What is the last time like you can? Because I know there's a waiting list to like get a ticket, but usually they try to get everyone off the list. Or is there not a waiting list?
Not a waiting list this year.
Okay. Well, would you know when the last date to get a ticket is? Because Paul is still waiting to hear. He has a conference that he got invited to speak at in Nashville that same like weekend. He just doesn't know like when he's going. Yeah, because he doesn't know when he's speaking. So I'm trying, like, depending on when he goes, I'm hoping to still be able to go. I just don't know if.
I'm on the site now, and I think that's why they moved it to somewhere where there was room enough for everyone. Now they're saying like you can get on-site tickets, but they're like $100 more.
Yeah. Okay.
But I don't know what the date is.
And I can look at it too.
I think June 16th.
Oh, well, okay. That's plenty of time. And I'm hoping, if nothing else, maybe we can just get someone, if we overlap a day or two, to watch the kids for a day or two or something. I don't know. We're trying to figure it out.
Yeah, I think because it's like in the Superdome now, they have a lot more room. And that's why they're doing the workshops the way they are. I think there's like 3 tracks where usually there's just 2. And so basically it looks like, if you look at that PDF that I linked, it looks like it's basically from like morning would be general session, and then there must be time for lunch, and then from like 2 to 5 is just straight workshops. But they're short, and then like every half hour it's a different duo of top coaches. And so Kristen, our goal is like to be like Danielle Natoni and Julie Voris last year. They're success partners, and they like did a session on success partners. I'm like, that will be us. Gotta have goals, right? So yeah, it's not like, I don't know if you've ever been to another conference where you go to workshops for 3 hours, 2 days in a row. It's not like that. Like, yeah, your brain hurts, but like it's good. And then you get to go have a bunch of fun afterwards. So
if you guys go like to the first email you got about your flight, there's like a record number or something.
Okay.
Record locator. So if you copy that and then go to American Airlines, you can look up your, like, go to My Trips or whatever, you can look it up and just see see if it's the same as mine.
Okay.
It says My Trips and check-in. That's what it says, 155.
Oh, I believe you. I just thought it was weird. Like,
yeah, why wouldn't you guys get an
get
email?
like
That
a
is
trillion
weird.
emails updating you.
Yeah. It'll probably change twice again.
I'm sure. And then it'll change by like 2 minutes, and then I'll get an email.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad it changed, because otherwise we were going to have a heck of a time connecting in Dallas.
Yeah, I went from 40 minutes to like 55, I think.
Yeah, mine says 155, Jen.
Does it? Okay.
Yeah.
I had like me and my like travel moron moments this year. So like I'm counting up like the number of coaches we have coming with and the number on the fence, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I don't know if we're gonna have enough hotel rooms. And I'm like, no, Lindy, you got 4. 4 is plenty. 4 times 4 is 16. So I went through my email today, and I'm like, Travelocity, because I was looking for my flight for New Orleans too. And I can only find 2 hotel rooms. I'm like, oh my gosh, I'm such a moron. How did I do this? I swear I got 2 that night in Nashville, and then 2 more when I got home, because the price was still the same. So then I messaged Tyler today, and I'm like, did I have you get 2 rooms for me in NOLA? And he's like, what's NOLA? No, he said, who's NOLA? And I'm like, okay, I did not screw this up. So then he searches his email, and he is like, yeah, I have 2 rooms in New Orleans. Like, and he gave me the right dates. And I'm like, okay, we have 4. I'll just need to obviously cancel them before, but I don't know why. He must I don't know why. I must have had him get 2 and I got 2. But we do have 4. So,
And so far there's 6 of us.
yeah.
Who are I know you 3, who's all going? Because I know you and Jen and Stacy are going.
Amanda.
And Jennifer's going,
And-
right?
And Gretchen returned her ticket. So maybe there's 5. Who am I missing?
1,
Oh,
2,
and
3.
then maybe Shannon, Carolyn, and Allison are on the fencers.
They're all coming.
I know.
I am. If someone can watch my kids, I'm there. We just have to. I can't leave them alone yet.
Yeah, right.
Tell your mom to fly down.
We're flying her down to Dallas in May because Paul has a leukemia grant benefit ball that we're going to. So she's already flying down to Dallas in May to watch them.
What's another trip in July? I mean,
Yeah, when we're always running late at home, and I told Tegan I'm leaving. He always says, "You cannot leave a child. It is not safe." I can't use that one.
Jonah says that too. You can't leave me at home. Mm.
Okay. Another question is 2 weeks from today, I will be on a beach. So we will not be having a team call unless you guys want to do something different.
That is not a question. That's a fact.
Well, I know we're not having, I will not be on a team call. I can set up a link if you guys want to do something. But we just wanted to throw that out there.
I'd rather meet the week after and hear all about your trip.
Can do that. It would just be on a Team Hope call week.
Oh, yeah. Never mind.
Well, I just didn't want to plan over them in case people wanted to catch one. But we can talk about it. The other thing was, crap, I should have written it down. And maybe by then we'll have a schedule Stacy for the Josh Coates training too.
Yeah.
Oh, no, I'm going to remember it, and then you guys are going to be gone. Oh, Carolyn asked to do a call and placement, which not only do maybe you guys need, but I need it because I've been trained differently than coaches on other teams, and I think there's better ways of placing that I don't know or don't understand because I'm placing correctly under Val and Tyler's placing correctly under me, so that changes all of your guys' placement. But in talking to Kristen and listening to a lot of calls that Tara Carr has done, and she did our Rock the Rank volume and placement trainings, I think we could doing things differently so that we could be cycling more. So Kristen said she would do a call with us just when things get more settled. They're going into temporary housing next week until they move. And so she's thinking maybe after they close on their house. So hopefully late this spring we can do that. Because right now, every time I'm placing a coach or you guys are placing a coach, I'm checking with her because it's kind of her wheelhouse. And I actually still have to draw everything out and concentrate on it. And I don't want to just pass the buck and say, oh, I'm not good at this because Val is not a numbers person. She doesn't like it. But I can't just say that's okay. I need to, I'm going to be a CEO and this team leader, I need to figure it out so I can help you guys figure it out. So when Carolyn asked me to do a call on it, I'm I cannot. There's a lot of things I can do, and I don't say I can't do a lot of things, but that is one thing I cannot do. But I will find someone who can offer it for us. So that is something I have in the works. But other than that, I don't have any speakers lined up. I'm kind of in this weird spot where we have this rock star team. And we have a lot of people on our calls and a lot of other 1 to 2 star diamonds who I'm in groups with. They have one coach on their call and they're I don't want you to do a call just for my one coach. And I'm like, oh, but I have like a lot of coaches on our calls. So I have talked to like Stacey Nelson and Deidre Weaver and stuff about doing calls, but they just don't want to swap yet. So, and you're just stuck with me for now. But that's all I got. I'm getting like a trillion new messages. I don't know if you guys are in Team Impact and you've seen this, but they're doing something that's kind of cool. I don't know what they're calling it exactly. It's like a Team Impact Basics Challenge group. And basically it's like a 10-day group where you can be in it with your new coaches, and it shows them how to run a challenge group by modeling it for them. And so I'm helping run the one in May. And I think that would be like a really good thing to plug people into, especially the more we branch off. So I will get you more information. New Coach Basics, I guess is what it's called. I'll get you more information as I know about it, but I am just trying to get plugged into Team Impact more. Now that Lauren is like more present, and Team Impact is like huge and it has like a lot of energy, and I feel like that's something our team has going for us, and so it feels like we have like a lot in common with them. And this just really seemed like a way to simplify things and show coaches how a challenge group should work in just 10 days rather than having to drag them along for 21 days. And then with it, there's training. So, yeah. That is all I have. Anything else? I hope everyone has a great week. And I saw all of you this week. It was great to see everyone, and I can't wait till we're all together again. Have a good week, guys.
You too.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Yep. Be the light. Bye.
Bye.